Hello everybody, Stephen Ballard Studios here, and we're going to the Go-Kart track today. I'm here at PGP Motorsports doing the Arrive and Drive that you can sign up for. It's $26 if you got membership, $36 without. I'm not a sponsor, but it's just a really good deal in order to get that track time out there. And I think it was just an overall really good experience. It was super fun getting to drive these 50-mile-per-hour go-karts, and you're going to see the power of it here when we cut forward to us getting out of the pit lane. And now we are underway, exiting the pit lane. It's my friend Calvin in front of me. He also signed up with me. Figured we'd have some fun time racing together. The process, getting out of the pit lane, the guy in front of us is very slow getting out of there, so we'll be keeping an eye on him. And as you can see, the gap is already extremely massive. There's actually an ATV up front guiding us and leading us, giving us the general pace, which is pretty slow already before he sets off the track and lets us continue, but it's pretty slow to get there, so we'll cut ahead, and already you can see how far behind we are. Like, look at that, these guys are already underway. I don't see that. I'm checking to see if the ATV is still there and leading them. Once we make this corner, I'll finally notice that the ATV has gone underway. Here, about here, when we get around the corner, I see the ATV, so then I'm starting to think, alright, let me move it to my friend. I tell him this.
It's green flag, go, go, go!
And then we're underway. So I immediately make a move on the slow guy in front of us, who apparently hasn't gotten the memo that we're racing at this point. And I'm now off to try to set as fast as a lap as I can and just get used to handling a 50-mile-per-hour go-kart. This is actually one of the first times that I'm on an outdoor track like this with these go-karts. I have done some indoor go-kart racing before, but nothing as fast as this. Those ones went about 35 miles per hour, which is extremely fast for an indoor track. But out here, it's so much faster on the outdoor track. It's all about momentum. It's not about the technical turns. It's just all about getting those straights down, and you can start to see the power here as we're flying down the straight, going about 50, 60 miles per hour, going into the braking zone for this turn here. I'm just trying to find the racing lines, get myself comfortable with this kart, but it's a little bit difficult, and you're not really able to find the limit until you pass the limit, and you'll be seeing, as you saw from the intro, when I pass the limit. But now, because of that slow start, I now have the process of hunting the people in front of me, and you can already see in the distance there the person I'm hunting. So I'm just trying to go full throttle through the light bulb here. Now this camera doesn't do it justice, but that turn is super deep and steep. Like, it just rattles you, like how deep that goes. So now we've caught up pretty quickly here, and we just go flying by him. I'm not sure what's going on with his kart. Maybe he has his foot on the brake or something. I get really wide there. I almost go off and meet the barrier, but I didn't. That was a pretty scary moment, approaching the limit of what I can do. And we're going to cut forward, and we see our first spinner there, an omen of things to come. The marshal going over to set him straight. We're going to cut forward again, and we're going to see another one who's off to the side here. I'm not sure what happened with his kart. I'm waving over to the marshal because I wanted to have us wave at them to see, so that way they know that we're able to see them and that we're not just going to ignore any flags that they might wave. But that guy stopped on the side. Maybe his kart broke down. Maybe he doesn't want to do it anymore, and oh, looks like we're lapping the guy in the same spot again. He still hasn't gotten the memo. A lot of dust in the air at this point, so that probably indicates that someone went off here. And you can see the guy in front pretty slow, maybe taking it a little bit more cautious after hitting the limit, because once we get to the end of the boss stop here, which is the name of those corners there, you can take those flat out. Just try to get them as straight as possible. That guy goes very wide, and we're able to pick up an easy overtake through there. Now, next, on to the next victims. We're going, pretty much finding the pace in this kart, feeling pretty confident going through here onto the back straight, putting my head down. In fact, human DRS right there. The wind resistance, my big forehead in the way, just want to get that out of the way. Don't want that wing giving me too much downforce in this go-kart. So now we've cut ahead here, caught up to the two guys in front of me, looking at the back of the guy in the green shirt, maybe looking for an overtake there, but he covers me off, doesn't even know I'm there, because he's working on his own race, that guy there. So he squeezes through. I probably should have followed him through as much as I can. I'm going to go out wide here. He's going in way too deep for someone who's not racing, and I'm able to just undercut him here. I give him room through the bus stop because I'm not sure if he's beside me or not, so I really clonk the curb here, but it's fine. Well, the camera doesn't think it's fine, but it was fine. So now I'm onto the back of the green shirt guy. Oh wait, there's the yellow flag there, so I need to be a little bit cautious. So I'm not going to try to do any overtakes through here. I'm just going to stay behind him. There's another spinner there, and another omen of things to come. And now I'm going to set back into the straight, try to get into a slipstream, put my head down, so all you're going to see is steering wheel through the straight. I'm going to go around this hairpin here. I see an opportunity there, dive in there, but then the cart gets a little bit of oversteer and I lose all my momentum. Maybe I should have gone out wide, but who knows. And I'm going to try to catch up with him here, go a little bit wide through there, a little bit of oversteer. It really shaves off the momentum. You got to keep the carts under control. But I actually find some good momentum out of this turn here. I'm really into the slipstream, my head is down, I'm going to pull out, put my head down, human DRS. We're side by side, going into the braking zone, and then, lock up the brakes right there. Send it right round. I lose all the chances I can get through there. And Marshall's waving the yellow flag. Oh, look, I'm another spinner here. He tells me to cool it as I approach dangerously onto the track, because there's that go-kart coming along. I honestly don't know what happened with him. I wasn't even paying attention. He probably could have, if he was racing, he probably could have hit me, because just how dangerously I got out there, but nothing happened of it, so I continue on my way, and then I probably put some distance between them. So then I catch up to the slow guy again, different corner this time, but was there. And also a little bit of a warning, the camera's going to be a little bit janky from this point on because that impact really rattled it together, so you're going to see a lot of blockage. I'm actually catching up to Calvin again here for the lap, and I'm going to wave at him as you see in the shadow as I pass by him. A little bit toxic on my part really, but it's fine. It's always fun in racing or whatever. So now the camera is like really hanging on for dear life at this point. You can see it dangling, looking at the engine when I'm just looking to the right. And the black bars of Windows Movie Maker trying desperately. Oh, I get another pass there and you can barely see it. I think only Velcro is holding it on at this point. No, at this point, yeah, okay. I think it was Velcro, possibly. Could have been just tape and stickiness there. It's also a miracle that it held on through there, so it looks like there's possibly another overtake here. Yeah, there's an overtake. You can barely see it on the left side of the screen there, but the footage is hardly salvageable at this point. I'd show you the fastest lap that I had of this race, but that lap was at a point in which the camera's already busted. Oh, it looks like we crossed the checkered line there. We're going into the pits to end the arrive and drive, and here is the times. I actually did set the fastest lap. It was on the 6th lap after the spin, like the lap right after it, so after that I just got everything together and was able to pull out that really good lap in order to come to the top of the charts. And next I'll be trying to do a league race, and it is completely different from the arrive and drive. I'm near the bottom for the next race. But thank you so much for watching. That is all. Be sure to like and subscribe. Goodbye.